Virgo, how you doing? Welcome to your monthly reading here on the Astroflower. It is for April the 20th, April 2024. Yeah, the sun's starting to kick back in, as we've well seen on Somatic TV. The energy is coming back, and in the collective reading, there's this spiritual awakening. It's going to affect everybody, and I think it's affecting you. I think it's affecting every sign, and there is this whole new start. There is this setting up on the financial side. Very interesting reading. If you want to see it, you'll find it linked at the end of this reading here, or you'll find it on our channel. And also all the other stuff about energies you'll find on Cymatic TV. Let's just see what's going on for you for this April period. You have the overall energies here. You have the karmic message for your relationship side and your emotional sort of side. You have the karmic message for your financial side, business, job, projects, that sort of thing. And then you've got like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. But it also sort of like an influence from the universe, influence from past self, influence from future self, and general outcome. Okay. So yeah, welcome to the Astroflower family. Hope you have a lovely reading, Virgo. Ooh. Taurus got this. I think this is earth signs are dealing a lot with emotional sort of situations. This could have something to do with Pluto going into Aquarius. It's going to go back into Capricorn. It's been in earth signs in Capricorn, and it's going to go back in October, November periods, but then it goes definitively into Aquarius. And I think this is setting things up. There is something that is unavoidable emotionally, and yes, it may cause you stress and strains this month, but I honestly think it is for a greater good within you. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you incredibly stronger. And I don't think it's as bad as what the Three of Swords could be. Obviously, for some of you, it could be the overall energies. You know, life is making it blatantly evident that you and your partner should no longer be together. And you know, if that is the case, my heart goes out to you. It's not the nicest of things to go through, as I well know, as well a lot of people well know. You know, and ultimately I do know that as one door closes, another door does open. And I think this is where you should be concentrating or open to that idea of, you know, some things need to be dealt with emotionally in order for you to really spread your wings and fly. You need to see things differently. This is on your karmic path and your relationship side. The Hangman, you will see things differently. I think life around you, I don't necessarily think it may necessarily come from you as an individual, but certainly life around you is setting up a situation where you may see people differently because of this spiritual awakening that's happening on planet Earth in the collective reading. It could well be to do with that, and it's seeing people for who they are, and sometimes it may hurt, it may be painful, and but it's going to make for much better times for you. Wow, 9 of Pentacles on your first week. I think seeing things differently, once you do that, Virgo, once you see things differently, I think you're going to realize that there's actually a huge amounts of beautiful, abundant stuff on your new pathway that you're going down, and its benefits are great moments that you can welcome with every step. You know, and being very wise about what fruit you take. Don't take fruit if it's not ripe. Don't take fruit if it's not ripe. Basically, yeah. You know, and you will have continual success. And that's what I think that's coming through. I think the universe is also trying to install that in us, encourage us to take that leap of faith and step forward. Whew. And then you get the Emperor card. This definitely ties into the collective reading as well. You know, the Emperor card came out in the collective reading in exactly that position in the second week. I think this is because you are starting to see things differently. And in the second week, and I think this is how you're dealing with this situation, emotional situation, is by owning the situation. And it is the best way to do with it. Okay, this hurts, that hurts. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to be involved with that person anymore. Right. In that case, what do I need to do in order to get into a better place? And it's really, really powerful. Self power. It's, it's a creation of your own well-being. Life works on a process that as long as I'm okay, everybody else can be okay. That's how it works. Rather than as long as everybody's okay, I'm okay. It doesn't work like that. There's too many people. You can't do it. It's impossible. So only work on the possibilities, on the possible. And the possible is for you to be okay. And that's when the Emperor card really does come into its own. It's very much on the physical realm around you, the world around you in a physical sort of sense, in the way in which you connect with people, live with people, and stuff like that. I think you're really owning a situation that is coming out of something that is quite emotional. In the third week, this is where you're tying in with Taurus. In the third week, you get the Five of Cups. Now, I don't think this is a bad thing, Five of Cups. It's almost sort of saying to you, out with the old and in with the new. It's sort of saying those 3 cups there are spent. They've fallen and their wine has been gone into the sand. You're never getting that wine back. But there is 2 cups that is just behind you, which leads you to a whole new way of being. So in the third week here, as we go into Taurus season, and it will bode for you nicely, I think it's saying here, don't look to the past, look to the future. That is your future. I think you're seizing it in the second week because you're seeing things differently. And it makes you, I think it's going to make you feel so chuffed with you in life. I think it's going to be really empowering for you. Yeah, put yourself forward here, Virgo. Step into the light. Be the star of your life. That's what it's all about here. I'd love to be able to save everybody, but I can't. I can't. You can't. But we can. And in order for that we to exist, you have to exist in your own right. That's the way it works. If you're okay, everybody else can be okay. And that's their decision to be okay. And I think here is now you're starting to see, because you're seeing things differently, you're seeing what to invest your time, money, effort into in the world around you, in the people that are around you, the people that are worth it, basically, more than anything else. So definitely live it, Virgo. Definitely live it. No doubt about it. I've just got some people turn up. I think they're going to go fishing because it's the open fishing season here. Young man is a very young man, and I think his grandfather, bonjour, and their dogs. And they're going to be fishing around me. So you might see them fishing around me. Yeah. Okay, so let's just go on to your financial side. Back to you. Sorry about that. Because it is all about you. And this month here, really be about you. Look at that. On your karmic path here is the 10 of Pentacles. Yes, it is abundance. Yes, it is security within your life. Yes, it is success and everything like that. But it's also abundance through a multitude of different things. It's like when you make a meal, you don't just make it with one ingredient. You make it with a multitude of different ingredients. And these ingredients of your success are in abundance to you. Okay? There is an emotional content to this as well. It's like when you start realizing your abundance, this is when you can really start opening up and connecting with other people that are around you. And it might be emotionally a little bit difficult for you, but abundance is so true, so strong for you within the first week here. Through your knowledge, I think here is one of the abundance that you have here is your understanding, your knowledge, your education, your experience, what you can do, your skill, whatever it is. You know how to do things, and I think knowing that within you and combining various things together will put you in an enormously powerful position according to get what you want out of life. There is no doubt about it. Let's just see what's going on in the second week. you get the Four of Cups. I think this is the week where you make the decision here. And this Four of Cups here is the distillation of what you've experienced and your connections with other people with these three cups, and then putting all the essences and all the best stuff into this new cup, into this new opportunity that's coming your way. And the emotional content here is, it's almost like you and a friend of yours are working in the same company, and you know, or you've got a friend who does a similar sort of activity to you, and you find yourself a little bit in competition with one another. And that can be emotionally straining for you more than anything else. And that's possibly what that is. Once you distill that energy and follow your heart's desires in regards to your financial sort of success and your financial sort of like experience and skill and everything like that, you know, at that point there, I think what you're going to get is in complete alignment with yourself. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Really, that Two of Cups, it's all about a decision as well that you've got to make. You know, a real decision that you've got to make. And making that decision is, I think, what comes at the end of it, and it ties in as well to the Six of Pentacles here. You're almost sort of saying, I'm not going back to that. I'm not going back to that. I think this emotional content is much more on your relationship side than on your financial side, but there is a degree of it here. And maybe it's a case here on your financial side is, say, take the emotions out of the situation so you can live your heart's desires within the financial world. And these healthy boundaries are stopping you from degressing rather than progressing. So those healthy boundaries are really stopping you from going back to the past and going into the future. And that's what that Four of Cups is all about. And you get the similar sort of thing with that Five of Cups on your relationship side. So let's just do a bit of clarification here, see what's going on here with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for being here with us. Really do appreciate it. Also, you know, there's all that stuff on Cymatic TV, our sister channel, all about energy. You'll find that linked in the bottom of the in the description. Also at the end of this reading. In April, the overall energy here is, yes, it could be emotionally a little bit of a straining time for you, but I think, and this is why we've got a major difference between what's going on in your financial world and on your relationship world. On your financial side, the work is going to be a real respite from the emotional stress and strain. That's what I feel. So I would concentrate on the smaller details here, which will bring you that ultimate success and get you in complete and utter alignment with yourself and make you feel completely happy about life and really good in your sort of situation. You know, and with those healthy boundaries, you're really going to start progressing on. But the overall energy here is trying to focus you on the small cogs which make up the big thing, you know, within your life. Okay, let's just see what's going on in your karmic path and you're off on a mission. I think this is what this is all about. In the second week here of April, there's some sort of, you know, you're making headway here in a direction that you want to go. Yes, you know what it's like as well as I do. You start making headway and then you start looking back and remembering all the good things in the past, and that makes you a little bit disappointed and stuff like that. But don't look to the past, look to your future. And I think once you see things in a different light here, it's gonna help you enormously to go off on a mission, a heartfelt mission for your life, and just going for it. Absolutely going for it, Virgo. You get the Seven of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, these abundant, these resources, these sort of victories or moments of joy that are going to be constantly on your path are because you're playing smart, are because you've seen things or you're seeing things in a different light, are because you're going off on your mission. And it leads you into a very confident position in the second week where you really start owning your pathway and really start owning your future. Yeah, you're owning, I think here is what this is saying here is you're owning what you know which gives you strength in a lot of emotional sides of life that you do not know, that things that come to the surface that you were never really, you know, you never really sort of like had got your head round or anything like that. And it's bringing things to the surface that's making you sort of like stronger in areas that you never thought you'd be strong in, emotionally speaking. Okay, and it does sort of like helps to shine light on the things that you wouldn't normally have seen in the day, or you wouldn't normally see. It brings things to the surface here, but because you own it, it actually becomes quite a powerful, beneficial tool for you. Yeah, don't look to the past, look to your future. 9 of Pentacles at the base there. That's where you really are sort of heading for. And this is what it's saying here about the 5 of Cups here. Letting go of the past, letting go of all disappointments, heading towards those 2 of Cups. This is why I think your financial side is really going to help you out. Work is going to help you out. It's going to make you very joyous about your future. It's going to make you engage in life in a very happy and joyous way. But you've got to put yourself first on this. And that's what that 6 of Pentacles is all about. You get the King of Wands owning it. Very much a similar card to the Emperor card here. You are really owning your future. You're being very courageous about your emotions. Yes, I believe it's been difficult, but I think you are testament to the work that you have done, or you're doing during this month here, in order to get the best out of life, so then you can help enormously the people that are around you. But you've got to own your pathway here. You've got to own your pathway this month and really put yourself forth. You know, as I said, I can't save the world. You can't save the world, but we can. And this is your moment of realizing how you can be part of that, of saving the world on a very individual basis. And that could well all to do with the collective reading, as I said. You've got everything at your fingertips. This is on your financial side, on your karmic path. You've got everything at your fingertips with these 10 of Pentacles, all the resources that you need to manifest what you want. The Magician normally in this pack here, the Magician has all the elements on the table at his disposal. And therefore you can manifest what you want, but you have to be engaged in it, and you have to realize your strengths. Realize how good you are, you know, and what you're bringing to the party, you know, and you're bringing an enormous amount. You can actually manifest your real heart's desires. That's that emotional component that I was talking about earlier on. It comes out in this. I think it's testing you in a way. I think in the first week here, it's sort of saying, oh, you know about this, you know about that, do you? Let's test you. So it's putting your experience or your knowledge. It's like you're going through an interview in the first week. That could well be for some of you. It seems like you're going through that. And by the end of it, you've got the job by the end of April, and you're kind of going, right, I need those healthy boundaries so I don't mess up, so I get that, you know, I keep this job, or I can really follow my career path in it. Or the same thing for my business, starting my business. I think maybe that's also that there as well. It's very possible for you, or starting a project basically. And just, I think through testament of your own knowledge and understanding, Virgo, you are going to put pay to any sort of repetitive nightmare scenarios. And with the 4 of Cups, that distilling moment that I'm talking about, you're building up the 2 of Cups, and it's what comes out in the 3rd week in your future self. This is a very important week this week, the 2nd week here. We'll see that in your weekly readings as they come out. But yes, this 2nd week here is a very important decision time for you to follow your heart's desires. And you get the 6 of Cups. I think once you've made that decision, or you've got that result, or that someone's, you know, you've got that notification that you got the job, this seems to happen in the 3rd week. And it could be a case of the emotional thing could be kind of going, getting a job and having to move away from everybody that you know. That could well be that, actually. Because you've got that going on a mission factor going on there. And owning it, you've got to put yourself forward here. I think it's better you do follow it. As difficult it may be, but think about it. You move to a new area. All the people that you know in your old area, So let's just say you're moving from New York down to Florida, let's say, for example, or California, or whatever. You know, it's just a long, long way away from where you are. All of a sudden, all the people you knew in New York can come on holiday in Florida. They're going to love it. You're going to see people, don't worry. It's going to be very good success for you. And I think this is what this is all about. You've got to recognize the good quality work that you've done, the knowledge, experience, or whatever it is, and the emotional input that you've done over the years in order to get to where you are. You should recognize that. And this is that offering, that job offering. And the job offering, or the business opening of the business, or starting of a project, or whatever it is, it's giving you a clear vision of where you should be going. It's making it very logical for you. You know exactly what you're doing and where you're going. And there's great success for you to be had. You know, that crow there is the last of those crows there. That you're putting pay to that in your life, in your financial life, in a really, really beautiful way. I would accept this opportunity for you if I was you, and embrace it. It's only going to make your life better, I think. There you go, Virgo. Interesting month for you, you know, interesting month. You'll be able to see that on the collective reading as well, and how it connects into that. I might see you on Cymatic TV, our channel all about energy. Either I see you there, either I see you here, whatever it is. I hope you get the best out of these readings. It would be lovely to see you again. In the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.